playing with my intelligence, that's something else. That's to be like how they say you can act dumb. Like smart people act dumb, but dumb people can't act smart. I'm fucking brilliant in a lot of senses of just what I do in general. So the whole thing is like, even though I'm playing stupid, don't play with my intelligence. Like I'm not. I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's really dope, man. Really, really dope. You guys will put Reed's information in the show notes. We'll be back shortly. What else did I wanna? No, I think that's Oh, you're the guy. You put. Let me just verify this on record. Top 5 rappers of all time, or lyricists: Chuck D, KRS-One, AG from Showbiz, Nas, and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Top 5.
It might. I don't think it's really gonna be different next week. And you know what's crazy?
Chuck D don't even have an album.
Huh?
That's like putting Black Thought in your top 5, in my opinion. Black Thought is nice as hell, but he can't be top 5.
Who, Chuck D?
No, I'm saying Chuck D is like Black Thought.
Why you say that? Oh, you saying he's so nice that you can't put him in the top?
You crazy. Yo, you see, you playing now. You playing. Nah, you know Chuck D.
So you don't think...
How many albums does he have?
He got 30 years worth of albums. Public Enemy has been around for 30 years.
How many albums do they have?
Maybe 20.
They do not have no 20 albums.
Public Enemy just dropped the album when Jay-Z's 444 came out. Public Enemy just dropped. They've been making albums every year too. Type in Public Enemy discography, you'll see like 20, 30 albums.
I hope it's not the same album remixed and remastered.
No.
Okay.
Son, if you was in front of me.
Don't tell me Flavor Flav's still on there. Do not tell me that.
Yes, Flavor's still in the group.
Yeah.
They still tour. They still tour and everything. Public Enemy is still. They're like one of the greatest rap groups of all time.
I haven't heard much of them at all.
Because you tuned in to Caitlyn Jenner and all this other nonsense. Public Enemy is still hard.
We gonna see. I'm gonna look that up. But you just educated me on something, and I appreciate that.
Yep, Public Enemy still rocking. They like Chuck D got a couple of solo albums. They still, when you type in, like I said, Public Enemy discographies. Chuck D, like I said, got a lot of solo stuff, and he's still killing them. He got a he did. I forgot the last solo album he did is Just look it up. They music is still dope.
All right, we'll see. I'm gonna look it up. I'm still thinking their last album was 911's a joke in your town.
Nah, that was 20, 30 years ago. Nah, they still been dropping.
All right. Well,
and they have a diehard fan base. Like I still cop the records. Vinyl, like
so you're excited.
they have a hard.
When their new album comes out, you're excited still. You're like, snap! That new Public Enemy about to come out. Do you break it? Do you play their song when you parties?
No, because they don't. Because see, remember Chuck D's like Public Enemy's music is more information. So once like 90, 92. Once 91, 92, even though they lost a lot of as far as they basically still make dope records, but as far as publicly, that's why you didn't even think they still made records. Now when you look at when 98 hit, right? You had Public Enemy, the He Got Game soundtrack, and you got DMX. They came out around the same time. DMX was so much Def Jam was so much focused on him that was Public Enemy's last album. And then remember, Public Enemy was the first major group to go independent digitally. Chuck was the first rap artist that was promoting MP3s, the internet before it blew up like it did, and people didn't really know what he said 20 years ago, that this was the wave of the future.
Wow, you about to make me want to listen to some Chuck D.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So all of the newest topics and all the stuff going on now, he still touches on all the latest stuff. I'll think of maybe a couple of records that I'll say, hey, listen to this and that. They still good old Public Enemy, same energy, still touring. He actually I got to chop it up with him a few years ago when he came up here to do he did a seminar at one of the colleges up here. Mm. And I got a chance to kick it with him for a while because his some of his cousins from Harlem are my people that I went to school with. So, we had a nice long conversation. It was kind of dope. I mean, and what I think the reason why I stress the whole Public Enemy thing so much is because that positive influence actually helped with what I am today as far as education, as far as being positive. I mean, I'm still half ratchet too. I still be on my Stevie J craziness, but the other
and righteous.
I mean,
wait, do you know who their DJ is?
DJ Lord.
Do you know who their old DJ was?
Terminator X with the flat top.
He's a DJ here in North Carolina every Saturday.
Oh, Terminator X?
Every Saturday, I go play ping pong and, shoot some pool and all that. And he's there every Saturday. He's a cool guy. Every single Saturday.
Yo, I met him back in the day. I was talking about my boy. He took me to Apollo backstage where we chill with all of them. Kane, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Young Black Teenagers, remember Lakim Shabazz and all of them. It was dope.
I'm gonna show him this clip that you just remember. I'm gonna show him this clip right here at this moment. But he's there every Saturday. I just left him last night. We was there last night. Every Saturday.
Yo, you wanna hear my Terminator X story?
Yeah.
All right. So what happened was this, right? So you got to remember, if you look through my Instagram, you see I used to have the flat top that was when the flat top was out, right? So this was one of my greatest days in hip hop ever. I just made 15. It was December 22nd, 1990, right? My man took me to me chucking him. So I got my Flavor Flav clock on. I'm looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I got my little clock on. Flav come in the room. He come check out my clock. He talking a little bit. So then Terminator X comes in. Now remember, Terminator X only speaks with his hands. That was that was his thing. Never heard him spoke. Yo, when we had I don't remember the conversation. All I remember was Terminator X spoke to me. It was this big deal because he never talked. So it was Terminator X only speaks with his hands, and the seriousness of, because remember back before we had online, we had I used to when I say bought everything they ever put out, they used to have a Public Enemy Fight the Power Live VCR tape, right? One day they were in London or something, and they said, "So Terminator X, so and so and so." They asked him a question, and he turned around and walked off because they was "Yo, he don't really talk." So knowing that, I said, so when I seen him and he said a couple of things, I couldn't remember. I was "Yo, I spoke to Terminator X." It was, and what's crazy is yo, I'm gonna be 42 this month. And even though I'm a grown-ass man, it's I think that's one of the things that people really enjoy about my energy is that even though you got this 400-pound dude that's mad excited and you can see the excitement, and I also give you a good vibe because sometimes you might have been having a bad day. You get what I'm saying? No, just talking to me for a couple of minutes, I'm going to make you laugh. Most of the time we on the phone. And then it's it kind of makes you forget the day you was having. And it might just be some mad awkward shit. Like you might say something like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to talk to you later. I got a dude." And you be like, "Yeah," I'm like, "Nah, I'm just playing." So it's just, but you get what I'm saying. So once you laughter is like the dopest shit. Like you make people feel better. When I was in high school, niggas was like, "Yo, son, I come to school to hear you joke around all day." Like you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said a comedian is somebody that stands on stage and just, says jokes. That like I said, that's an avenue. But yo, once you hit 40, you like, all right, I've been doing this shit forever. Let me just fucking let me just say I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Let me say I'm a comedian. So again, when I did that show a few months ago with Kane and G Rap, I didn't do that show based on me being a rapper or me performing with them. Domingo had me go there as a comedian to host an event where I'm like, damn, I would have wanted to rhyme at this show, but so when you choose different avenues, it's like you don't know what avenue that you choose is gonna get you somewhere that you might not have made to that place if it wasn't based on that. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Also, if they need a host while you rhyme, they could send your boy out.